Welcome to Episode 8, Cloud Models, Public, Private, Hybrid, Multi, where we unpack how different deployment models reflect organizational realities rather than philosophical preferences. Cloud is not a single thing, but a continuum of choices shaped by control, compliance, speed, and cost. Each model, public, private, hybrid, or multi-cloud, balances these priorities differently. Understanding those balances helps leaders make pragmatic decisions that fit context instead of chasing trends. This episode focuses on mapping business constraints to technical models, showing how architecture decisions become strategic expressions of risk tolerance, agility, and governance. The public cloud offers unmatched speed and scale, often serving as the entry point for most organizations. It provides instant access to global infrastructure without hardware investment or maintenance overhead. Businesses benefit from shared innovation. Every improvement in the provider's platform enhances customer capability automatically. A startup can reach global audiences overnight, while an enterprise can test new workloads without procurement delays. Yet, the openness of shared environments also introduces concerns about data residency, vendor dependency, and governance visibility. The public model thrives where flexibility and rapid deployment matter more than deep customization or local control. Hybrid cloud bridges environments pragmatically, combining the reach of public infrastructure with the assurance of private control. It allows workloads to move between environments based on sensitivity, demand, or compliance. For example, a retailer might host payment data privately while processing analytics and seasonal traffic in the public cloud. The hybrid model aligns well with transitional strategies, helping organizations modernize gradually without discarding legacy investments. However, success depends on seamless integration, network connectivity, consistent identity management, and unified monitoring. Done right, hybrid offers flexibility without fragmentation. Done poorly, it doubles complexity instead of reducing it. Multicloud extends the idea further by engaging multiple providers simultaneously. This strategy diversifies dependency, enhances resilience, and strengthens negotiation power. An organization may use one provider for analytics and another for application hosting, leveraging each vendor's strengths. Multicloud also guards against outages and pricing shifts by keeping options open. Yet its power comes with overhead. Multiple interfaces, billing systems, and governance frameworks must be managed cohesively. Tooling and process standardization become essential. When executed thoughtfully, multi-cloud is less about redundancy and more about strategic freedom, the ability to choose, integrate, and adapt continuously. Network design and data gravity influence every model decision. Data naturally attracts processing and applications, so where it resides often determines architectural direction. Public clouds offer vast bandwidth and optimized inter-region links, but moving large data sets in or out can be costly and slow. Private and hybrid models mitigate that by placing compute closer to data sources. The guiding principle is minimizing unnecessary movement, processing data where it lives whenever possible. A strong network plan, emphasizing connectivity, security, and latency management, ensures each model performs to expectation. Poorly planned networks undermine even the best deployment strategies. Identity federation and policy consistency serve as the glue across environments. In a hybrid or multi-cloud world, employees and systems must authenticate seamlessly regardless of location. Identity federation allows single sign-on and consistent access controls across multiple domains, reducing risk and complexity. For instance, a user accessing analytics in one cloud and storage in another should experience unified policy enforcement. Without this, organizations face fragmented permissions and increased attack surfaces. Strong identity integration is not optional. It is the foundation of coherent security posture and operational simplicity across all deployment models. Tooling portability and operational standards ensure long-term sustainability. Managing multiple environments without consistent monitoring, deployment, and automation tools leads to chaos. Containerization, orchestration frameworks, and infrastructure as code practices mitigate this risk. When tools and processes travel easily between providers, organizations avoid lock-in and maintain operational rhythm. For example, using Kubernetes as a standard deployment platform enables consistent scaling whether workloads run on private servers or public clusters. Portability turns complexity into choice rather than constraint, supporting both agility and governance simultaneously. It is the discipline that makes flexibility practical. Compliance boundaries and attestation paths must be respected regardless of model. Public and hybrid environments often face scrutiny about where data resides and who can access it. Providers address this with regional data centers, encryption, and certifications like ISO or SOC. Private clouds, while offering more control, still require structured audits to prove adherence. The key is understanding which controls shift between organization and provider under the shared responsibility model. Effective compliance management relies on transparency, automation, and documentation, ensuring that each environment, whether shared or dedicated, can demonstrate trustworthiness consistently. Cost structures vary across these models and influence total ownership. Public clouds operate on consumption-based pricing, rewarding elasticity but penalizing inefficiency. Private environments require upfront capital but provide predictable monthly expense. Hybrid and multi-cloud blend both dynamics, demanding ongoing monitoring to prevent hidden costs from data transfers or duplication. Leaders must calculate beyond headline rates to include labor, governance, and integration. Cost decisions should align with value creation. Public for innovation, private for control, hybrid for balance, and multi-cloud for leverage. The best strategy views cost not as a number, but as a reflection of flexibility and purpose. Every model carries pitfalls, anti-patterns that undermine intent. Common ones include treating hybrid as an excuse for indecision, assuming multi-cloud means identical configurations, or using private cloud without automation. Another trap is ignoring governance, allowing shadow deployments that erode security. These errors often arise from misunderstanding the purpose of each model. The antidote is clarity. Define goals, map dependencies, and enforce standards. Cloud adoption succeeds when models are designed around outcomes, not trends. Awareness of anti-patterns prevents complexity from masquerading as sophistication. A decision matrix helps align choices with drivers and trade-offs. Key factors include regulatory constraints, performance requirements, budget flexibility, talent availability, and business urgency. For example, a highly regulated bank may lean toward private or hybrid models, while a fast-scaling startup benefits from public or multi-cloud agility. The matrix should evolve alongside business context, guiding leaders through structured evaluation rather than guesswork. This analytical discipline transforms architecture planning into strategic foresight. Choosing becomes an act of intentional alignment, not reaction. Cloud models are not static. They evolve as needs change. A company may begin in public cloud for speed, adopt hybrid for integration, and later distribute workloads across multiple providers. The right choice today may differ tomorrow as regulations tighten, markets shift, or capabilities mature. Flexibility lies not in predicting the perfect model, but in designing for adaptability. Building modular architectures and policies that support change ensures the organization can pivot gracefully when required. Cloud strategy, like business itself, must be iterative and responsive. Ultimately, the wisest path is to choose a model, not an ideology. Each option serves a purpose, and all coexist in the modern technology landscape. The question is never which model is best, but which model fits our goals, risk profile, and culture right now. Cloud decisions reflect priorities: speed versus control, innovation versus predictability. By aligning model choice to outcomes rather than dogma, organizations stay agile and grounded. The future belongs to those who understand that flexibility, not uniformity, defines lasting digital success. Thanks for listening. For more audio courses, daily newsletters, and more, please visit baremetalcyber.com.